Hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Alright, so this video is going to have several parts, but y'all know I've had my old kids slide out here by the road for several months and they just don't pick it up and crush it. I mean, it's just plastic with a little old thin metal rail. But anyway, I came home week before last and I watched my cameras and watched them do it. They dumped the dumpster and didn't dump it all the way and then came back before it had time to dump and then went back up. And when they came back down, they didn't go all the way in and came back down. They had my trash all over the road out here. I picked it up all along the neighbor's drive, about 10-15 yards down past their mailbox, both sides of the road. So it took me about 15 minutes or so to pick up all the trash that they dumped out of my dumpster instead of ringing the trash can. So Sumter County, Georgia, y'all got to make these guys do the job that they're supposed to. If they spill it, they need to pick the crap up. And I got video proof that they're the ones that done it. But either way, I cleaned it up. I didn't even bring my dumpster out to the road last week because I don't have that much trash, so I didn't even bring it out. But this time, I took my Sawzall and I cut that old plastic slide up into little pieces and threw it in my dumpster with my trash. And that finished pretty much filling my dumpster. I could pack it down, but anyway, just wanted to show y'all. Sometimes you got to be smarter than the guys that are making way too much money to ride around in a truck with an automatic arm that picks up and dumps it, because they definitely aren't that smart. But either way, Sumter County, Georgia, y'all got to do better. All right, so I want to show y'all. About every 3 weeks, he chews these cables, the red coating off of it enough, and usually gets it tied in a knot somehow and ends up breaking the cable. Now, he's got the coating gone on this one and the cable still looks good. But I went ahead and bought another one today because I know it's going to be about a week or less before he breaks this one. So I was going to show y'all, but of course he wants to run and play. I filled his water, washed it out, filled it up, filled his feeder. He's just, I'm glad I rescued him, but I sure wish somebody else would take him. But anyway, so the little barnyard mix hen, she is in this first pen where Sue was by herself, because this white hen particularly was picking on her sore foot, whatever is going on with her. And y'all know I showed you in the other video, I fixed the feeders where they can't rake as much food out. So I got home today, this last feeder over here with the Rhode Island Reds and White Night R, somehow they knocked the bottom of it loose. And 10 pounds of feeds all over the ground. So I'm not going to fill their feeder back up, but I did put it back together, and I took a drill with a little bit and drilled a hole through the feet where it locks into the bottom. I put a hole on each side and put a screw through it so they can't unlock it anymore and make it fall off. And then put the wire back on it. So they're going to eat that 10 pounds of feed off the ground. I'm sorry. But I'm going through about 250 pounds of feed a month, and I shouldn't be going through but about 100 to 125 at best. So they're wasting more food than they're using. And that wire is going to slow them down. So they get to eat it off the ground for a while. I'm not going to let them starve. I still throw them scratch out there as a treat, but that's just, they killing me on this feed bill. I'm spending more than double what I should be spending on feed. So layer pellets is what I feed my chickens. I don't use the crumbles. They waste a lot more on crumbles than they do pellets. And you see that there's a hen in there right now that's eating the feed off the ground, or was till I zoomed in. But you see them in there scratching. You can see the feed on the ground from here, and I'm 25 feet away. So they're eating the feed off the ground. I'm not going to fill that feeder up right now. But anyway, other than that, the chickens are doing really well. So in the last video, I didn't count them, but y'all know I switched out the egg that I'm leaving in the nesting box to try to motivate them to want to sit. And I took those eggs that I had left in there for about a week and put in the raised bed. So let me get over there. So basically I just dropped them and hit the little bar that holds the middle together until it broke and just left it there. And then I come back today and the eggshell is crumbled. I grabbed it and broke it all up because it's dried out. And I mean, it's just gonna help a little bit in the soil once I mix it all in. And then y'all see I got the one big tall plant right there. I healed it again. I put more soil around it, covered up about another 4 to 6 inches of plant. So these potatoes look like they're doing very well. But here's my question for you experienced gardeners. Can y'all see those right there on top? Looks like it's a bud of some kind. It's going to be a bloom. What does that mean on my potato plants? Are they getting ready to go to seed or what? I mean, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I've got a couple plants with that on them. That's the main one, I think. I don't think there's another one actually. But that one, the biggest, tallest plant, is got some little buds coming out on it. I don't see any on any of the other plants. Not saying there's not any, I just don't see any. I mean, this plant here is big around, but not as tall. So I don't see any on any of the others. So y'all tell me what that means. Does that mean it's getting time to dig the potatoes or what? The tomatoes still aren't really doing anything. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 little plants in there at least. But they're not getting any height to them. This one actually grew about ½ an inch. It's starting to get taller. The ones I've got in the solo cups in the house that came from Jennifer at Jennifer Ocean Homestead, the mortgage lifters, I planted those things 2 or 3 weeks. Daggum honeybees are mad because I'm fixing to show y'all a video on them. I'm going to have to kill that one. All right, I had to walk back over to the chicken pen to get that honeybee to leave me alone. Aaron just left messing with the honeybee hive. He split them. He did have a queen cell, at least one that he told me about in the hive. And there's 40,000+ bees in there. Every box was full. And I videoed a little bit of it. I'm going to insert that right here. Go on. Go on. I ain't. Honeybee trying to get me. There's one that's hanging around me. She ain't real happy. All right, that honeybee is just following me no matter where I go. She hadn't stung me yet, but she keeps dive bombing me. So anyway, I backed away. I let him calm down for the next hour or so because he got him fired up. He took all the boxes down, found the queen cells, and they actually had a queen cell going in the top box or the next to the top box when there's 5 boxes over there. And he's got a queen excluder on the top of the 3rd box. So the top 2, the original queen can't get up there, but they were raising a new one up there. So they were getting ready to swarm when that queen hatched. So he went ahead and took it and about a 1/3 or more of the bees with him. And of course that got them fired up. So you don't want to be anywhere around my honeybee hive right now. But either way, the garden's doing really, really well, and the chickens are doing well. But y'all could see in that video clips that I did, I made 2 clips. There is a lot of bees in that hive, and that hive started last year, early in the summer. It was a swarm that he captured somewhere, and typically they've been very, very calm bees. They have not been, I mean, me and my grandboys, grandgirls, none of my grandkids or me have been stung by those honeybees. And he come out and check them 2 or 3 times and didn't even put a suit on. I mean, they've just been very mild tempered, and it's been good. Now today he got them fired up more than normal, but that honeybee hive has grown. It was probably 2,000 or 3,000 bees when he brought it, and then it grew to 20,000 or 30,000. He added those other boxes. Now we're at 40,000 plus because every box was full. So he just took a bunch of them with him in that other box with that new queen cell. He's hoping he can make another hive out of it. But that'll reduce the chances of them swarming from here since there's less bees. They swarm when the box gets crowded. So it's still 5 layers high. There's plenty of room for my bees to be in there this year again. So hopefully, and I know I'm not zoomed in, but that's 3 times. Let's see. That one of those video clips I did for y'all was 6 times zoomed in. But y'all can see, let me get moved over here. The bottom box is a gray, and then a blue, and then a yellow that he called green, and then a brown, and then a white. Well, the queen can't get into the brown and the white. She can only get into the bottom 3 boxes. But all the smaller bees can get up top, and they have filled that thing up. So I'm pleased with it. I'm hoping we can get some honey off of it this year. It was full of honey last year, but we left it to feed them so they'd continue to grow and thrive. And apparently it worked. So he knows what he's doing with the bees. And I'm just not a bee guy. But if we can make some honey on Waters Family Homestead, eventually have enough hives and enough honey that, maybe I can share with you guys. We'll just have to see. But anyway, I'm going to get off here and get these things edited together. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. The honeybee is back. I need to get my badminton racket and teach it a lesson. But anyway, thank y'all. Remember what I always told you. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared.